Hey guys, what's up? Rain here. We have Hotfix number 17 releasing here in the next couple hours. So we're going to go through the patch notes and see what they've changed. It looks like it's a lot of changes to Bard, more nerfs there. We're going to get some nerfs to Ranger as well as just some minor bug fixes and a new leaderboard. So that's kind of the TLDR, but I'll go through each of these. So they fixed some issues that resulted in crash and moving gold coins in different containers. They fix an issue with the Hide Mastery perk, fix an issue where the buffs would not be overwritten properly when you played the same song twice, fix an issue where spells would sometimes not cast properly. I've noticed this with pretty much all the caster classes, so that's a nice fix. Fix an issue where the VFX was really large when applied to a cockatrice. And then here's the Bard nerfs. The Bard Allegro duration has been normalized to 8 seconds. And then the Accelerando has also been normalized to 8 seconds and nerfed. The Alacrity action speed has been nerfed down to 8% from 20%, so that was big. And the duration was changed to 120 seconds. Courage was changed to 120 seconds. Beats of Alacrity is changed to 120 seconds. Beats of Alacrity additional move speed was reduced from 15 to 9. Bard's Harmonic Shield was adjusted to 120 seconds. Harmonic Shield's knowledge cost was increased from 4 to 5. Unchained Harmony's cost was increased from 3 to 5. The gold coin container rarity grade has been adjusted to unique, so it's the same as like a unique weapon or whatever, so very rare. Longbow's projectile speed has been changed from 3500 to 3250. The hit slow movement penalty was increased from 35% to decreased from 35% to 30%, so less of a slow on the longbow's attacks. And the duration was reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1 second, so a little bit less long of a slow. Recurve bow was also adjusted, so it's from 25% to 20, so you're going to be slowed a little bit less from the recurve bows. Higher grade pickaxes now increase the speed at which you mine, which previously they didn't. They just had better damage on them. Drum's projectile speed was changed from 1300 to 1000. The trajectory of the drum when thrown has been slightly modified. Damage from the Dark Swarm no longer reduces recoverable health, so you'll get it all back as recoverable health. I assume that's what that means, which should make tanking zone and going around a little bit easier. And because of that, hopefully that can prevent people from camping portals quite as much and all that kind of stuff. Slightly lowered the drop rate for trinkets and treasures from chests, so less gold from chests. Very slightly lowered the drop rates for armor and weapons from high-grade chests. For testing purposes, you can now only enter normal dungeons with rare grade items or lower. So blues are lower if you're normals. Anything above that, right? Your epics, your legendaries, your uniques, your named uniques, all of that, only high roller. You cannot take them into normals anymore. That is a huge change. I'm curious how this will play out because you can still get some really good rare items. So you could still make like a plus 20 something weapon damage, right? Ranger kit just straight out of blues. But it should mean that people are more incentivized to go high roller if they have really good gear. New leaderboard system. So we have players now need to play 20 games in high roller dungeon to be listed on the leaderboard. Leaderboards now show an average score for each category that is based on the number of times you enter that specific high roller dungeon. So instead of it being cumulative where you just keep getting more scores, right? You play your 20 games and then based off of how you performed in those 20 games, you'll be on the leaderboard at some point. So your goal is to get the best 20 games in a row as possible and then kind of stop there, I would guess, basically. Because if you start getting worse games after that, you'll go down on the leaderboard, right? So you want to just maintain the 20 best games. It's kind of a weird way to do a leaderboard, but it's definitely less grindy than it was previously. Instead of having to play thousands of matches, you can play 20 and be number one, technically. That could also be very much an issue for cheaters, I'm realizing, right? You could cheat for 20 games and immediately be at the top of the leaderboard. So that might be problematic. One failed match session will be added to the average score for anyone ranked in the top 100 at the end of each day, so top ranked players cannot simply sit on their rankings. So you can do your 20 games, but every day you're going to be knocked down as a failed, like you died with nothing. So it's going to be in your best interest to continue to play over the course of the thing, even if you're not, like, even if you're already at the top of the leaderboard, I guess. Adventure points were adjusted for a number of things here. You get more for killing mobs, you get more for opening chests, you get more for killing sub-bosses, so this is like the Wraith and the Skeleton Champion. They were also lowered for killing other players. And then with the completion of the patch, new leaderboard season begins. So as soon as this patch is up, new leaderboard season is out. And they do have some developer comments here. They basically just said, hey, we feel like there's too much treasure, there's too much gold in the economy, and there's not enough sinks right now. So they're reducing the drop rate of treasure and trinkets from chests to reduce the overall gold supply. And then they are testing out the leaderboard as well as the first gear-based matchmaking pool to see how that works, see if it's good, and they say keep giving us feedback. So that's it here for patch or hotfix number 17. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will catch you later.